Japan to Maine to Arizona and everything spooky in between. The Nerds have you covered for all things unpleasant and ghastly. That's the wrong ghastly. Join nerds doing nerd things as they present to you Nerdtober. From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hey there, the name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. For some unknown reason, enjoy.
What's going on, nerds? Welcome to this week's episode of the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. We are in week 3, episode 3 of Nerdtober, and this one was the doozy for me. This was it.
I'm not going to apologize for my actions.
I'm very happy there was an audible that we only watched one.
As long as we ran out of time.
I don't care. Maybe it was purposely done. Do not care. This was it. A Quiet Place from 2018 with John Krasinski, Emily Blunt, basically it, and a bunch of children with monsters. I think the fact of knowing who the two main actors were helped me a little bit. Just a tad. Because if they were nobodies, I might have been a little more freaked out. I wouldn't have had a connection to the two characters. But hi everybody, welcome. There's co-host Susie, and then there's Crash Ryan Fry, the guru, down there. What's up, everybody?
I'm still not apologizing for my actions.
Fight me.
Brian's like, I'm just here for this.
Ryan's just like, I can't wait to the roast of AJ later in the show because he's a little bitch.
No.
But yeah, April 6, 2018, this movie comes out. It's a very fast 90 minutes. It only had a $17 million budget, but brought home 341. So, can you say sequels? Because this movie, I think, has 2 of them.
No, it had a sequel and a prequel.
Okay. So it had 2 movies following this one.
Yeah, and that'll be where it ends.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Is the new one bad?
The prequel is not that great.
Have you seen?
It's different. It's different characters.
I have not heard good things about the prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like if they had done the prequel first, this sounds redundant, but if they'd done the prequel first and then done A Quiet Place, I think it probably would have turned out better because then everybody would have been correct ages, and we would have been able to use all the same actors and actresses.
That and the idea that the Day One movie is not Krasinski directing it.
Okay, so it's somebody new coming in. All right. So let's get into it. It's produced by or distributed by Paramount Pictures, so it was a nice easy find on Paramount Plus. Thank you, Ryan. But yeah, the concept of the movie, stay quiet. The monsters, aliens, whatever they are attracted to sound. And it's come to find out that it's loud sound. For the most part, and I really like this for the movie, is everybody learns ASL for this movie. It's a way they communicate outside of just pointing and gesturing. Um, I did like the fact that they actually used ASL. Um, Susie, I know you're huge in that kind of stuff because I know your daughter learns a little bit of it at preschool. What are your thoughts on how the movie adapts? On how they basically adapted to communication without being verbal.
I'm a firm believer that everyone should learn a little bit of sign language. It's great for everyday use. I will not tell you the number of times where my daughter can say the word please, but if she is so upset and just she can't verbalize it, you watch her go, please, please, mama, please.
And she'll give you the face of like,
yeah, she's giving you the death stare, but she's saying please, and she's like, yeah, please. That sign language has become so crucial in communicating with my toddler. Because half the time I don't know why she's upset. So me signing, do you want more? Do you want food? Do you want like what do you need here? Like what can I do to assist you? It's great. I love it.
I like how they incorporated it in the movie.
I love that it's almost exclusively used in the movie. There's very few like dialogue.
Yeah.
And I mean, ASL is dialogue, but like, I mean like vocalizing the dialogue. And I love that. I love that they took a movie that I felt like I was watching a silent film for a good chunk of it. And it brought me back to like, oh my God, what's his name? It's Charlie something.
Charlie
Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin. It brought me back to those movies, and I was like, this is like really cool.
Yeah, I like you kind of put. I enjoyed the aspect of they had to find a different way to communicate, and that they actually were communicating fully in ASL. Like they weren't just doing, making stuff up like you would see standing next to the president or whatever.
I feel like they more than likely, and a lot of theater companies are doing this now. They'll have a language coach.
Yeah, it has it. This movie, if you go into subtitles, actually has an ASL thing to it for when they do actually talk. It only pops up a couple times throughout the movie when they actually do speak to each other. But I did find that cool too.
That is really cool. But what I mean by a language coach is that like, they had somebody come on who is an expert, who knows sign language very, very well, knows the ins and outs, because sign language has its own respect. And it's the wrong word, but like when I was learning sign language, you don't say you're welcome. That's a speaking thing. You just say thank you and you walk away. Like, I never learned any way to say you're welcome in sign language, and they probably have one now, but it was still considered polite to not say you're welcome.
Yeah.
So there's different things like that I find really interesting, where they did keep up with the nuances of sign language.
Yeah. So, I know I'm not big on the scary movie aspect. But those damn AA batteries. Those damn AA batteries. And Ryan,
raise your hand if your feelings are hurt.
I mean, Ryan will probably actually I'll say it too. Dumb kid did not listen to his dad.
But I'm
You-
sorry.
Do stupid things, get stupid prizes.
But
Yes, do stupid things, get stupid prizes, but at the same time, his older sister is just as much at fault for handing him the toy and not removing the batteries from his peripheral.
True.
And second of all, you're expecting a little kid to understand.
that's why you're supposed to take precautions, and precautions were not taken.
Precautions were not taken. Those batteries should never have been in his sightline.
And
So-
their way of walking, the line that they walked was completely wrong too.
What do you mean?
The parents were in the front of the line with the kids falling behind. It should have been the mother out front, the daughter and the two sons, or the son with the dad in the very back to keep everybody moving, and they would have never known he stopped.
So, since we're talking about this portion right at the beginning of the movie, did Ryan, when you think about horror movies, do you like the little taste of the monster or bad guy right at the beginning? Because that's all it was for a good while until they started being reoccurring on the screen more often.
Yeah, because it keeps the anticipation of what exactly does this thing look like. We know we figured out by him hitting the button that the noise is what triggers it,
Not by the
and
name of the movie.
how fast it can move,
Holy crap.
and that they're evidently just randomly placed in the woods and places, and the timing cannot be any better across the world, evidently, because they've taken over the world. But
Are they aliens? What are they?
I believe the summaries or everything just calls them extraterrestrials.
Okay, so
So, but
E.T.'s
yeah,
cousins.
no, I like the little taste at the beginning, unless you kind of know what you're in store for. And again, play stupid games, get stupid prizes.
So going through the movie, we see how this family adapts to they lose a son, they lose a brother, but now Mama's prego. They
Yeah,
are replacing
I
that child.
love that concept. We're in a world where we can't vocalize and be loud, but hey, let's knock up the mom so she has to go into labor. It sounds like a great
I
idea.
have so many questions.
It sounds like a great idea. Let's get mom pregnant so she has to give birth, but she can't yell. She
Well,
can't
she
scream.
did.
We have to figure all this out. We only have
did.
9 months to figure it all out.
We have to make as much noise to cover mom screaming.
The other question I have is, never mind.
Yeah, Ryan, you and I probably have the same question.
Never mind. I'll let Susie ask it.
I don't want to ask because I don't know what my audience is. That's where I'm at right now. But like,
Okay, easily put. Was the screaming during birth the only screaming that was put in place?
yes.
I guess if she laid there like a board.
Not everything is dull, AJ. Of course, the kids were probably next to him.
Yeah. It's
Exactly.
worse.
It's creepy. They
Ew.
can't. There's no noise to drown the kids out. So trust me, AJ. But you will learn this. You have to make loud. You have to turn the TV up extra loud just in case. There's no TV because it's got to be quiet.
No.
The only advantage to this is that the girl is deaf. That was the
Mhm.
one perk. So all they had to do was tape up the boy's ears, and they were good.
And how'd you like that MacGuffin of that her hearing aid is the one that triggers the aliens and makes them freak out?
It's always something simple.
Holy shotgun blast.
A glass of water, the module to a hearing aid. These aliens aren't that impressive, if you ask me.
Ryan wasn't part of that conversation.
What?
But
I don't think Ryan was part of that conversation. AJ has never seen Signs.
well,
I don't even know what Signs is.
watch it in the daylight.
Ryan actually saying to watch a movie in the daylight. Oh boy.
Yeah, well, when I originally, you forget that, I love horror movies, but I am not a big fan of the dark.
See,
Yeah.
I will agree to Ryan's statement of don't watch this in the dark, but I will agree with Ryan's statement of don't watch this in dark, particularly for you.
Yeah. Well, and see, like, you forget I live in farm area. So when I first watched this movie, it was at midnight with my friends at his house that lived right down the road from me. And when it was over with, I went home. Well, guess what's right outside his front door? Giant ass cornfield. Guess what the
I,
premise of
I,
Signs movie is? A giant ass cornfield.
I, I,
I
I
never
guess
ran so fast in all my life.
I guess this would be a bad time to tell Ryan that I grew up not only in farm country, but I currently live in farm country.
Yeah, same here. No, doesn't bother me any. Just don't. I midnight 2 in the
I
morning at a cornfield. Kiss my ass goodbye.
It is the only movie I can't watch in the dark.
I've watched it so many times now where it's like,
No, like if I were to watch it, I could watch it in the dark, but it's the only movie that I really would prefer not to.
I will say that movie has the best portrait of what believable an alien could be.
Yes. So now that we've gotten so far off topic,
I still don't want to watch it.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamalama Ding Dong that ruined
I love his movies.
ruined
it's one
Avatar.
of his better ones.
Mm-hmm.
Ruined Avatar. Let's
yeah.
what you say these aliens aren't impressive. Why are they so scary?
No.
Not that they're not impressive. Killing them or getting them to go away, if you watch alien movies, really isn't. It's all basic things. Like Signs was a cup of water. This one was literally a high pitched frequency in her ear or her earpiece.
And then a shotgun blast.
Well, a shotgun blast will take care of anything, really. But like, it's the simple things that people don't think about in movies that take care of these aliens. The idea was, if they are real, hopefully we haven't overthought how to get rid of them.
So what's the time gap from?
I was just looking that up, and it never states the time gap.
From the start of the invasion to now.
What's the days?
452 days. It does the days.
Yeah, but that's 452 days from when the boy was killed. Because it's a year between the boy getting killed and her being pregnant with the kid.
I thought it was the days from
No.
the start of the invasion to.
As far as I know, no, because
those kids did not age enough for it to have been over a year.
Well, the old guy also.
All you had to do was cut her hair, and she aged a year.
I'm more thinking of.
I'm trying to look it up. I'm not seeing it.
What the gap is, because it looks like, halfway through the movie they meet this couple. She's kind of already done away with, and he's about done with the whole situation. I kind of thought that's where we were gonna lose the boy too. The other son, right there. I thought that scene was gonna be a lot worse than what it actually was.
According to AI, the gap between the start of the invasion and the main timeline of A Quiet Place is about 89 days.
That doesn't seem right.
The first scene taking place 89 days into the attack on September 14th, 2020. The sequel picks up just after these initial events and continues the story for a few more days.
And what was the number for something?
So it says 89 days. So apparently A Quiet Place Day 1 takes place on June 18th, 2020.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the day when it comes up day 400 and some. What number is that one?
473. The events of the film take place around a year later on day 473.
Yeah. So basically it's been 384 days between the boy getting killed and the rest of the movie.
Because the
Mm,
world looks turned over. Like it's been like that for a while, not just a year and a half.
Well, they're in rural country, northern New York. It wouldn't take long for it to start
Oh,
getting
okay.
overgrown.
But Ryan, when you've seen this movie well before Tuesday, I would assume.
Mhm.
What was your reaction the first time you saw this movie?
I like the scares with the aliens. They wouldn't. I wouldn't call them so much jump scares. It was more like when the sound was made. It's kind of like oh, what the hell was that movie? The one with Kane in it. What's that movie called?
See no evil.
Yeah, remember when you would see the fly and you're like, oh, here he comes. It's like you
Mhm.
hear a noise. Here comes the alien. Um, I love the layout of the farm, the lights. Uh, I thought the idea to come up with the fireworks while she's giving birth was genius. The scene with the father and the son where he shows him that if you stand behind the waterfall, they can't hear you and they could talk to each other. Finding those little ways of being able to actually like communicate with each other without having to sign was kind of smart. I love the silo scene. That's like my favorite, one of my favorite parts of this whole movie.
Because I remember watching it Tuesday. You're like, that's actually how it would work.
Yeah, yeah, the realistic of the boy falling into the corn taking him in, and then the plate of the door landing and spreading it out evenly across and being able to save yourself. It would probably have been a lot harder though in real life for him to pull the sister out of the corn when she went under. But it's the whole Jack and Rose door concept with the metal door.
He could have fit.
Remember,
But
she's the villain.
she's the villain.
Titanic. Rose is the villain. It's not Billy Zane. It never was.
She's a hoe.
It's um Kate Winslet all day. But yeah, I mean, this is a compact movie that's got a lot of things going on, and you're like I rewatched it today, and I'm sitting here watching it, and it was like, this is really really good. And then next thing I know, it was right to the scene where I checked in with you guys, and I'm like, oh damn, that's how quick they got to that. Okay, forgetting there's a whole second part that has a lot more detail into it, and a lot more of an adventure
Oh,
aspect to
you
it.
mean part two?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we need to watch part two maybe next year, and also Bird Box, one with Sandra Bullock.
Well, yeah, that was the thing I was gonna say about this is this movie and Bird Box came out almost the same time.
And aren't they basically the same?
no. Well, yes,
No,
but no.
yeah,
Bird Box, you can't see.
What is everything Medusa or something?
Like literally, the whole movie, Sandra Bullock walks around with a blindfold across her face.
yeah.
What's the aspect for that? See the monster, you die?
I have never seen Bird Box. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember when these both came out, they were talking about them being so comparable, but I thought Quiet Place was gonna be way better.
Well,
So I went with Quiet
I
Place.
did like this, but there was a couple moments there was a couple suspenseful moments where I think I messaged Ryan and said F this movie.
There were a couple
This-
moments
this
where
you
you
did.
turned you literally said out loud, "F this movie."
The
it's-
concept for Bird Box is they are blindfolded to protect themselves from a mysterious force that drives people to finish themselves if they see it.
Okay. Interesting.
I've seen the
Um,
end of Bird Box. I've never actually watched it.
I mean, honestly, since the movie with her and Ryan Reynolds, Sandra Bullock's movies aren't all that great.
I can't think of.
The one with Betty White.
No.
The proposal.
There
Yeah,
it
the
is.
proposal. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I had
no.
to remember what it was.
Suze, when you think of this movie and you think of other alien invasion movies, what do you think of the design of how they had these aliens that they can't see, they have to hear, they're on four legs, and they have razor sharp arms.
So it's the invasion of the bats.
The poor trash pandas.
Oh, blood splatter. I said
Poor
that, I think.
Poor trash pandas.
Were you here for when I said that?
No.
I love actually that you said that. So it's the invasion of the vampire bats, because
Yeah. Okay.
They can't fly.
They sure run like they do.
Yeah.
they run like they do. To me, it doesn't look like an alien. It looks like some mutated bat of some kind. Like,
I will admit their heads, the way their heads like become sonar radar type thing creeps me the hell out.
And how
just
they
because it's-
separate to try to
Yeah, like that's
triangulate
just
where the
that's
sound is
just-
coming from.
that's just creepy as hell. Like right before she blows him away with the shotgun, I'm like, please shoot it, please shoot it, please shoot it.
so you want to know what I was thinking the whole time that the creature was doing that whole thing?
Yeah.
I was like, am I watching an episode of Stranger Things?
Yeah.
This could have been a Stranger
don't-
Things.
One thing you're
Villain.
gonna learn about me is I don't have many things that bug me, like scare me, any of that kind of stuff. But like, I don't think I have the actual phobia of it. But like, things repeating themselves or moving in weird directions or the holes, like the one with all the
Mhm.
little holes. It doesn't like. I'm not like the ones on the TV shows back in the day that would spaz out and climb the wall to get away from it. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. If that makes any sense. It's like rubbing your fingers on like the weird plastic cups.
So
They just make me feel weird on the inside.
so AJ, Ryan's not going to turn into Spider Mom.
No. Remember the years ago on Facebook there was the picture going around with the finger and
Yes.
it looked like it burrowed into the finger and it was like teeth and all that
Mhm.
came. Yeah. Ugh.
No, there's very few
This
things
gives
anymore
me
that
the
like
creeps.
creep me out or like weird me out. I can be scared. So I'll watch a scary movie once. Like Boogeyman. Prime example. Our group went to go see Boogeyman in theaters. I could watch it on the TV at home, not be scared because I've seen it. The first time seeing it though, I've got every single jump scare. I'm hitting the ceiling, like forget it.
Yeah, like I love me like I'm waiting for the newest one to come out on release so I can watch it because I didn't get to the theaters yet. But I love the Conjuring movies. But I hate jump scare movies. I love the story of Lorraine and Ed. I
Right.
love their stories. I don't jump. I don't jump. When I saw the first one and the scene where the girl closes the bedroom door and boom, there's the thing.
Mhm.
I literally could jump in. It could have ended up in the seat next to me. It scared the shit out of me so bad. But I
So,
loved it. It's
I
like the
think-
adrenaline. But for me, it doesn't scare me. It gives me adrenaline rush.
I think I'm starting to like horror movies that aren't jump scary, that are more psychological horror.
You're more of the intense. You like more of the intense suspense horror type movies, not jump scare movies.
Have you noticed that?
He's really gonna like Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Silence of the Lamb
Yeah.
is gonna be a, pardon the
See,
French, a psychological mind.
I like
Yes.
both. If I'm watching downstairs in my living room, understand that I love my husband to death, but he is a scaredy cat. He's my little chicken.
Yeah.
I will tend to watch more of the psychological thrillers because they're not
And
as scary.
And the movies that go along with Silence of the Lamb are phenomenal. Like
Yes.
the prequel Hannibal is amazing. It's one of my favorite movies
Like,
that I always forget
not
to
the
watch.
TV
but
show?
No,
No.
the prequel. There's a prequel movie called Hannibal, and then it's is it the girl with the dragon tattoo
No.
or back tattoo? It's something about a back tattoo is another one of the extensions of them, I believe.
It's not Girl with a Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah, it's not the dragon tattoo.
I
but
can
it's
tell you that one
something-
right now. It's not that one.
Something different though. But the prequel Hannibal movie I absolutely love that movie. That was what I actually watched that before I watched Silence of the Lamb. Like, actually paid attention to Silence of the Lamb because, like, I would watch it when I was a teenager, but it was like,
Mhm.
it's just this guy's this little lunatic, blah blah blah. But then when you sit down and you actually watch the movie, it's like, oh, okay, it goes way deeper than that.
Yeah, I definitely I like both. Um, I tend to do the psychological thrillers more than I do the other ones. I still not a huge fan of the slasher movies. Those are the ones that it's hard for me to sit and actually pay attention to.
Yeah, gore porn. I'm not a huge fan of.
I'm sorry, the one I was talking about that's the sequel is Hannibal Rising is
Ah,
the one.
okay.
And then the second one of the Anthony Hopkins trilogy is Silence of the Lamb, Hannibal from 2001, and Red Dragon. For
That's
some
okay.
reason, I was thinking Dragon Tattoo Dragon something, but it's called Red Dragon.
You got girl stuck in my head, and I was like, it's not.
Yeah,
I know it's
no,
not.
no. But I was thinking Dragon, and that's why I went with Back Tattoo because that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
But yes, those movies, those trilogies of movies are fantastic because they make you think.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I've never liked jump scares because I never liked being on that kind of edge. But I can deal with, and I think I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with this movie. There were a couple moments where I was like,
The hard part about this movie and doing just the part one is there's so much detail in part two that it just there's not enough to talk about in part one without talking about part two.
I feel like I'm watching part 2 after this. No, we have football tonight. But it's the Steelers and Bengals.
But yeah,
He's
like
contemplating all of his life decisions right now.
like I said in the thing, if you were what's his face, you would get out of the movies as fast as possible, filming with your actual wife.
What?
The husband and wife are really
Oh,
married.
are they really?
Could you imagine being on a set with your wife for
Bet you they
24
shared a
plus
trailer.
hours? Uh, Trust me, no taping of ears was needed in that one.
Oh, jeez.
No, and actually, if you listen to any of the interviews that they've done, about this movie and working together, and him directing her, they've had nothing but really, really good things to say about each other.
Well, I mean,
Um,
Emily Blunt is Mary Poppins, for God's sakes.
Y'all.
It's not the love.
But was this his directorial debut?
no. I want to say no. I want to say he did something before this.
Trying to find it.
Can I tell you what it is? No. But I want to say it's there's something before this. Awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence.
I'm
Because
happy you're
everybody's
filling
looking
it.
it up, and I'm just gonna make some noise.
As I am looking it up. I don't want actor. I want.
No, his first movie that he directed was called Brief Interviews with a Hideous Man.
Okay.
And then he did The Hollers. And then he was the executive producer and director for both These Quiet Places.
Mhm.
And he was also the director and producer of If.
Yep.
And then just the executive producer for Day One. And evidently in 2027, we are getting A Quiet Place Part 3.
Oh dear.
Oh. Okay, now I'm gonna have
May
to see part 2. Can you take a chill pill?
May of 21, May of 21. Jesus. Blunt revealed that had plans for a third movie, acknowledging that he wanted to see how a second installment was received before following for the next movie. He stated the intent was a trilogy.
I
Huh.
could see that.
Well, I actually enjoyed this movie. It had me on pins and needles for very good portion of it.
Sorry, A Quiet Place Part 3 has officially been announced with a release date of July 30th, 2027.
In a minute, lay down.
In a minute.
In a minute, lay down.
But next week, I think we're doing Silence of
Silence
the
of the
Lambs.
Lamb.
Silence of the Lambs.
So we're going Sir Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter.
Yep.
Should
Jodie
be fun.
Foster.
I got nothing else. This was a good movie. I'm really excited to watch 2 and I guess 1A and then 3 when that comes out. I think we probably will go watch 3 in the theaters. I'll drag Susie. I can't be the only one to suffer.
Would it be you dragging me or me dragging you?
Check, please. But I got nothing else. I hear a crying baby upstairs, so gotta close up shop. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Hit that like button, subscribe, and follow. And Ryan, we got you for Hannibal Lecter, right?
Yes. For Silence of the Lamb, yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. See you later, everybody.
Well, boy.
Hey, I got sign language.
Gonna throw the birds. Yeah.